Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. We are here. It is week 3 of Inktober already, which is crazy. This month has absolutely flown by so far, I feel. It's already like we're almost like getting very close to the end already, which is crazy. I think I took a little trip this month for a week, and I think that also like made this month fly by, but like I feel like, I don't know, this month has just felt weird to me. And it's just, I don't know, it's been so fast. I feel like it's just been flying by. It's crazy. But yeah, I decided for this week that I really wanted to do The Crow. This is based off of the one from the 90s with Brandon Lee, because in my opinion, it's the best one, and I don't think anything's ever gonna be I freaking love that movie. I love the aesthetic of it. I love the look of it. I think it might be my all-time favorite like comic book movie, I think. Just for like just for like the aesthetic and like the setting especially. I feel like it captures such a just the vibe it captures, and also like the music is so freaking good. Oh, I love that movie so much. It's so freaking good. If you haven't seen it, I would really, really highly recommend it. It's amazing. Also like it's a good like it kind of has Halloween-y element. I think like it takes place on Halloween on one night, and I would highly recommend it. It's great. Anyway, so yes, I knew I was gonna be doing I really wanted to draw Eric Draven. I knew that I was gonna plan on drawing him at some point during October because I think it fits the vibe very well. And this is not the first time I have drawn him. But every time I have tried to draw him, I always like really struggle with his face, like his facial features. I don't know why. He has one of those faces that I have a hard time with. I think it's specific. Like he has a very like angular face, I think I would say. And I don't know. I always have a hard time with it for some reason. And also like, I feel like the makeup that he wears too, it always looks so off to me whenever I try to draw it. Like, I haven't drawn him many times. I think something that I need to practice more, and it's something I want to, like, get better at, especially when it comes to characters that I draw, like, a lot. I want to, like, figure out, I need to do a better job at, like, specifically finding my style, with how I draw them. Because I tend to just, I look at a lot of references, and I feel like and it ends up making them look completely different each time I draw them. And I need to find a way to like, I don't know, I want to get better at like having more consistency with my art style, because I feel like my art style, especially recently, I've been kind of going through a weird thing where I haven't been very happy with it, and I want to just really like explore more with it in the future. So I'm hoping that I want to get better. That's something I need to practice again. I feel like I should do another I don't know, just like draw a whole bunch of faces again to practice more. And I feel like I have to do that every once in a while to like figure out how I want my faces to look, because again, just recently I want to like stylize my stuff a little bit more, I think. Or again, just find more consistency, because I feel like a lot of my stuff just hasn't been consistent recently, and it's been frustrating to me. But yeah, for this, I also, I was originally going to have a more like dynamic pose, but I kind of got lazy with this one. I do kind of wish I did a little bit more. I originally was going to have, him have like a crow on his shoulder, but I ended up not doing that, which, yeah, I don't know. I was going to have him be in a more dynamic pose, but I got kind of lazy. So that did not happen. So yeah, I do kind of wish, because I feel like this illustration is just a little bit boring, to be honest. I wish I did more with it. And even the shading, I think I probably could have pushed a little bit more. I didn't want to shade his face too much, because in the movie he has the face paint, and he has like white face paint on too. So I wanted it to be very light, but I think I could have added a little bit more to make it look a little bit more interesting, I think. I also think I just kind of suffered too with the pen in this one. A lot of the times whenever I try to ink and pen, it ends up making my final sketches look a lot more stiff than how I would want them to. So I think this one kind of suffered from that too. But I do think this is the best I've drawn him, like his face. I'm definitely like gonna probably draw him more because I just love the aesthetic of how he looks, and his hair and everything. And another like issue I have, which I continuously keep having with ink, I'm realizing with this specific ink, I've had it like every time I've done these illustrations, is I always end up making things too light, and I have to like go over them a lot because I get nervous because one of my biggest challenges throughout a lot of these is like trying to find a balance between the lights and the darks, because you want to have like more of a balance with that stuff, because if you don't, then it looks off and it doesn't look right. So it's something that I constantly am trying to figure out and struggle with, and I end up making things a lot lighter because I'm afraid I'm going to make them too dark and it's going to stand out against everything else. So, and like the contrast, I'm always trying to figure out a good balance between them. So I have to end up constantly layering a lot, which this one especially, I found there was a lot of layering than I normally do. And yeah, I was kind of really struggling with that this time around. But I think I ended up finding a pretty good balance. I do kind of wish I added a little bit more shading on this one too. Yeah, this one I'm kind of just, it's okay. I kind of wish, again, I just think I really messed up with like the posing, because it just doesn't, I look at this and I just don't feel anything. It doesn't, I wish I did more, honestly. Yeah, this one's just kind of bland to me and it's kind of forgettable, unfortunately. I had fun doing it, but yeah, I don't know. I definitely think I'm getting to that point in this where I'm like ready to get back to like color again. I've been doing also recently, I don't know why, like even in my sketchbooks and stuff, I've been doing so much black and white. I'm like, I need to like get back to color again because I kind of miss it. I've been doing a lot of like inking and stuff, and I want to get back to like markers and just other media too. I really want to get more into painting really bad. I kind of have like, I feel like I say this in like all the time, but I really want to get more into gouache, but I just need to like do it. I'm so like lazy. And I want to like, I've been like really stuck in my comfort zone recently, and I need to get out of that because I want to do more stuff, and I want to get more into like acrylic painting. And I haven't been doing a lot of stuff recently. And I want to do more. And I also really want to do more, stuff in like Procreate and like with digital stuff too. I actually have in my mind a digital piece I would really like to do for the crow too. So I don't know. I might do more videos too digitally because I do like digital art. I want to like experiment more with more stuff. I've been kind of bad recently. I've gotten kind of in like just a circle of doing the same thing over and over again. And I think that's also really why I'm getting bored with my art, because it all kind of is just looking the same to me. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can, do some more interesting things and also just post more dynamic stuff. And yeah, that's never I was really getting the darks in though. And that's when I was like, okay, this is what I needed to do. I don't know. I just get so like nervous because this ink is like, it gets very dark. And I'm always like, whoa, because it looks so black, and so dark, and it makes me panic a little bit. But once I find like the balance with everything, that's whenever I'm usually able to like feel more comfortable with what I'm doing, which is nice and good. And yeah, the hair too on this one, I think I like how the hair turned out. I always have a hard time drawing his hair too. I think because it's like, it is more messy usually. And of course I'm adding my little flyaways, which I literally talk about this all the time. I highly recommend doing that though in art. I think it's fun and it adds so much, I think, to a drawing. But yeah, it's the darker color though looks definitely a lot better. And also this video, you might be able to tell, I like barely sped this video up, too, which I actually like, keeping a lot of like the real-time stuff in, because I feel like you can see more of the process. So I might continue to do that with videos. I mean, unless they're like really big pieces, otherwise I kind of have to, because no one wants to sit here and watch me freaking struggle for freaking like an hour, you know? So yeah, that's another thing that I might kind of add more with these videos. But yeah, I'm like looking, this it just looks very bland to me though. I think I really needed to add more, I think, with like shading. I think also like the jacket, I think the jacket looks really boring too. I kind of wish I added like a design or something on it. Or I wish I almost like just brought the face closer and maybe did a more interesting expression, because even his expression is just boring. I find this very boring, this drawing. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. But I am happy, I think, with the face though. I need to get better though with drawing more facial expressions, because I get very, like, he has so many interesting facial expressions that he makes in this movie alone, and like I could have done something more interesting there too, and I didn't. And I think that's also a big reason why this is just not doing anything for me, because it's boring to look at. It's very stiff. Yeah. Next time, I'm gonna learn my lesson and try to challenge myself a little bit more to do something a little bit more interesting. But yeah, I hope that everyone enjoyed this video. I also, before I go, I forgot to say, I also I ended up not doing anything interesting with the background in either. So I think that's also a problem with this drawing, because I ended up just making the background red. That was like the pop, and I ended up adding like a little bit of blood splatter too. But I think that's another reason why this just doesn't do much for me. I do though like how black I got the lipstick to be on that. Anyway though, I just want to say thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I hope that everyone has an amazing day. And I'll see you guys again next week for the final Inktober video. And bye.